What's up guys, I have another makeup tutorial for you. This one is a silver and black smoky eye. Okay, so this is more dramatic than any other look that I've done, so it is a little bit different, but who doesn't like different? Well, actually, I guess it depends. This look contains more darker, deeper, intense colors. Because the eyes are a little dramatic for me, I did a nude lip and I didn't contour as much, I just bronzed up the face. Before I start with the tutorial, I did want to say that in my last video, I told you guys I had to get 4 teeth pulled, my wisdom teeth. Thank goodness my mom canceled. She said she wanted to fix my jaw problem first, which is, I have TMJ, which is temporal mandibular joint dysfunction. It's where it's like difficult for me to open my mouth without having it be painful. It's hard to eat and even talk sometimes. So she wants to get that out of the way, and once that's done, she'll deal with I'll deal with the wisdom teeth stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. So if you want to know how I achieve this look right here, just keep on watching. Before I begin with the eyes, I'm taking a piece of Scotch tape and putting that on the back of my hand just to decrease the amount of stickiness so it doesn't hurt when you peel it off later on. And I'm just putting this on the eye just to create that clean edge. Using NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil and Milk, I'm going to apply this to the lid area up to the crease and then blending that out up to the brow bone with a brush. And this is just going to act as our base. For the transition color, I'm using Creme Brûlée by Makeup Geek, and I use the Sigma E38 brush to apply this to the crease area and then a little down the lid. This is going to really help with the blending of the future colors we'll be using, and make sure to blend this color really, really well so that there are no harsh edges. Then I use Chickadee and I focus this more on the crease area. This is going to give a lot of warmth to the look. Now I'm going back in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and Milk, and I'm applying this to the inner third of the eye and then blending that out with my finger. This is just going to give a little boost to the pigments in the shadow and make the colors look a little more vibrant. The next color I'm using is Iced Latte by Loreal, and it's a champagne pearl color with the satin finish, and I just apply this to the inner third where I put the white jumbo eyeshadow pencil. And now I'm taking another Loreal color in Silver Sky, and I apply this one to the middle of my lid area, and I just use a small shader brush for this. And from my Urban Decay Dangerous palette, I take Gunmetal, which is a really dark gray with some blue undertones, and it also has some silver shimmer to it. I apply this to the outer third of the eye and sort of blend it into that silver color we put on the middle of the lid. I also take this into the crease area just about halfway in. I use my Sigma E25 brush to feather out the edges of the colors just so that it fades into the transition color that we applied. And then from my Too Faced and my Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, I take Licorice, which is a really deep, intense black color with a tiny bit of shimmer. This goes into the outer V area. I do take this product a little by little at a time and blend out after each application. When you use more darker and deeper colors, it's better if you do it little by little, because if you apply a ton of product at once, it makes it so much more difficult to blend out. And then you just keep doing this until you reach your desired darkness. Now going back in with Gunmetal, I'm going to reapply this just so it peeks out from the black area, because I do want it to progress from really dark in the outer corner to really light into the inner corner. Taking NYX's Roll-On Shimmer, it's just a really pretty silver color. I apply this to the center of the lid and blend that out. When the sun hits it, it's just going to give a lot of pop to the eye look. To further deepen up the crease and give more warmth to it, I'm using Cocoa Bear and just applying this with a diffused crease brush and put that onto the crease. For my highlight color, I use Virgin from the Dangerous palette and apply this to the brow bone. I also mix it with the coconut cream color from Semi Sweet Chocolate Bar, and then I blend that downwards. Now that I'm finished with the eyeshadow, I am going to peel that tape off to reveal that very crisp line. I also take a makeup wipe just to remove all that fallout. And for the liner, I use Stila's Black Waterproof Liquid Liner. I love this because the tip of it is so sharp that it makes that perfect wing. And I do this by starting from the inner corner and working my way to the outer corner, making that wing, and then filling it in. And then I just fill in my brows as usual. I also set them with a Pixi Brow Duo in soft black, and I just use the gel part. And for lashes, I use Salon Perfect's Demi Wispies. I go back in with a black liner to cover up the white part from the glue. And to prep my face before my foundation, I'm using Sonia Kashuk's primer base. And for this look, I use L'Oreal's True Match Lumi in N5. I woke up with so many blemishes that morning, so I had to try to conceal them, but I had like a pimple in the middle of my eyebrows, and then I don't know what it was, but it looked like a hickey on my face, which I don't even, okay, so I tried concealing that with Maybelline's Age Rewind concealer, and I don't know, it kind of helps, but that will do for now. I apply this to the under part of my eye in a triangle, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and my forehead. And then I use a damp beauty blender to blend that out. Now back to the eyes, I use Creme Brûlée on the bottom lash line, and then line my waterline and my tightline with NYX's Jumbo pencil in Black Bean. I also take the Licorice color from the Too Faced palette and apply this to the lash line a little bit lower than the waterline. To smoke out the look, I use Cocoa Bear and just buff that in right underneath the black. For mascara, I'm using the Colossal by Maybelline, and I apply a really small layer onto my top lashes and my bottom lashes. In the inner corner, I'm using Physicians Formula Silver Liner, and this is just going to be like a really intense highlight. To set my concealer, I use Maybelline's Mineral Power Finishing Veil. It's a translucent powder, and it's going to prevent any creasing. For bronzer, I use Pixi's Subtly Suntouched, and it is just a tiny bit darker than my skin color, so I went heavy-handed with that. And to add color to my face, I use Milani's blush in Tea Rose number 8. For my cheekbone highlight, I used the shimmering highlight in the I think it's the Loreal palette. Yeah, the Loreal Pro palette. And then for lips, I use Covergirl's lip liner, and this one is in 210 Seduced. And for the lipstick, I use NYX's Butter Lipstick in Snowcap. To add a little bit of shimmer to the middle of my lips, I use this lip gloss. Oh my goodness, I am so unprepared. I do not know what the name is, so I will link that down below. And of course, to finish off, I have to use a setting spray. This is going to lock in everything. I use L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Setting Spray. Well guys, you reached the end of the video. If you have any questions, comment down below and I will answer them. I also list out all of the things that I've used in this video down below in the description box. They'll always be there, so if you want to know what I use, check that out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, click that little like button. But that's it for this video, so I will see you next week. Bye guys!